Get Battle Reunion. Have I done my outfitting for this? I don't think I did. Yeah, we can still forge. So we got some options for what to do. Jill could probably use a new weapon soon. Lawn darters are only forged one. We just forged you yours. Forging you a wind tome would be neat, but not the most helpful. Your lances. Do I have any arm scrolls? I don't think so. No. We have a talisman and a spirit list, though. We could lean even further into mage defeater Ike. Who could use some more magic? Soren. Yeah, he's only at 18. We will give some favoritism. Do we have a men? No. We can buy him one, though. Is the Soren favoritism? Absolutely. I will continue it, though. Oh yeah, that's right, we just got R, who probably isn't going to be doing too much, if I'm being honest. I think he stole someone's weapons, but I don't remember who. You can hold on to him for now, though. I don't think there's really anyone too far down. Yeah. We can pocket these. And Racing. Instead of a restore, you can hold on to the bolting, because I think Bastion comes in pre-ready to use these, but I'm not positive. And that will very likely be his best contribution to this map. Who should I forge a weapon for? Howdy y'all, welcome in. Tyranio doesn't have one, but Tyranio kind of doesn't need one. He's a monster. 23 strength is beautiful. You have you. You could forge one for Jill. Lawn darts served us well. Hi, Thomas. Could be time to make a lawn dart too. 9 crits, not ideal for that price. I'm torn. Anyone got any particular characters they think deserve a forged weapon? Because I like the fact that we have a very middling sword as Makalov's personal forge. Astrid has a solid enough forge. I'm actually going to swap her bows for something with a little more power. You could probably do with a better might one. You are falling a little bit behind in terms of strength. And you can kind of compensate with a short axe instead of just a forge. You have B rank lances, so I think that means no silvers. Oop. Yeah, silvers are A. But a pretty solid power steel one would be pretty nice. And that's decently cheap still. Anyone got any particular... Oh, thank you, Gord, for the heart. Any fun names for a spear? We had her quote-unquote Punisher. We've had Lawn Dart. Jimothy is pretty fun. Jimothy's a fun name. I immediately misspell it. How do I... There. Pookie the Poke. I feel like Pookie the Poker's pretty on brand for Marcia. The though will have to be implied because I do have a character limit, but I think it should just fit as Pookie Poker. And then color, I'm always a fan of the pink ones because the pink is very fun. Purple, green, yellow. Go with pink. Matches Marcia. Anyone else looking low on weapons? Sorry, Gorge, you were just slightly too slow. You're good, you're good, you're good. You have plenty. I will hold on to the Brave Axe for now for when Jill is strong enough to actually make use of it. Oh, I am going to want to bring some extra swords. It has finally, with the reveal trailer for the GameCube Virtual Console, I am so excited for more people to get to play it. We will just grab you Iron Blade, I think. Yeah, we need Radiant Dawn next, and then we got the whole duology for more people to enjoy. All right. Yeah, they're holding us back from those FE announcements. I don't blame them because the fan base is rabid, but Bastion telling Joffrey of all people to calm down is never not funny. Oh, thank you for the roses, Gord. Bastion sitting Joffrey down and going, "Listen, dude, I know I'm the ham here, but breathe." Oh yeah, Coliseum and XD is going to be so good. They're very fun. You got it. It's so peak. It's so fun. Also, damn, I always love this moment. Just Lucia having to actively choose Alencia or her brother, and making that choice is always brutal. And then Alencia going, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that." I always forget how many fantastic lines Ike gets whenever he's speaking against a more noble character. Ike says, I don't work for you. We're gonna go fight those guys. Beautiful logic. Ah, the only Valkyrie we're gonna get in the game. Yeah, this game can be pretty tough sometimes. Also, wild that this is maybe the most competent green squad in the entire game, and they're still pretty bad. Ronio, I think we're dropping you for Soren. There's a lot of archers this time, so I think since I only have the one full guard, Marcia can take a backseat for Kieran for now. I think I'm good with my formation like that pretty easily. Oh yeah, Ike is such a fantastic character. I'm so excited for more people to get to see him. Also, look, the only Valkyrie we'll be seeing in this playthrough because of my foolishness. Alright, we got 15 turns to arrive. Remember, sending Ike and the squad up north is usually the way I go, and then I'll send another squad to the left to go pick up the boss and whatever's in that house. I don't actually remember what's in the house. But thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Rykard. Ah yes, these guys just got fresh off of beating one of the 4 Riders of Day, and I'm the guy for this. Ike, he can kind of just charge up because he is still pretty bulky. I don't think any of the ballistas can get to race him this turn. Yeah. But I can send Maklov to deal with this guy. Oh, perfect. Astrid. Get some pokies in. Build up them weapon ranks. Because I would really like a magic, with how heavy this magic has leveled her, how heavy Astrid has leveled her magic. I'd like to get her to the point where she can use the Flame Lance. I just don't know if we have enough time left in the game. Because I did not invest in it early. And then we can just turtle around Soren. Lance. Perfect. Send these two over this way, because they can deal with these wyverns, and then poke through towards the boss. We'll pull the short spear out. I don't need you guys' range anymore. Kieran is going to be heading this way. Might as well pull a shot from the ballista anyway. And Rayson can give you a second turn, because you'll be heading over towards Kieran. Nice. Always a good way to spend a day. Oh, that actually hurt. Alright. Jill decided she did not like how much that hurt. Oh, she has the Killer Axe script, that's right. Oh. Happy I'll enjoy the game, because this is my favorite Fire Emblem, so... I'm very excited for more people to get to experience it now this can be on the Virtual Console. Not the ideal way, but, you know, Nintendo's giving it some love. I can't be too mad. That's fair. If I didn't have my older brother and my dad playing it before me, I probably would have not understood a single thing that was going on, so I get to kind of cheat a little bit. Ooh, hurt from a sniper, neat. And Joffrey not wasting Brave Lance. I don't remember if that carries over when you recruit him or not, but I think it does. Oh yeah, we got Boyd in here. We're doing some Boyd gaming. We got the Bard. Man, if he came in with stabs, he would be my favorite mage in the game. But for now, he serves as a pretty good bolting and an okay mage. I think he might actually be better than my Soren is the ironic bit here. ROM hacks for Fire Emblem or just in general? Because I will fully admit I haven't experimented a ton with Fire Emblem ROM hacks. The main one I know is the Morrow's Golden Country, I believe is the full name of it. Which is real good. And physic. Jill back up to full. Yeah, I will fully admit I have been slacking on actually playing a bunch of Fire Emblem ROMs, because more often than not I'll play them, forget I have them installed, and be like, okay, I should start back at the beginning so I can get a good mind for it, and then repeat the cycle. But TMGC is the one I've finished, so. I have heard of Andoran Saga, I just haven't played it. So I didn't want to give recommendations of some I didn't know a ton about. I know a lot of people, or a YouTuber I watch a lot called Danny Doyle has a lot of good recommendations, and they come at it from a much more, someone who's better at the game than me, shall we say. So they have a lot of really good recommendations. I highly recommend checking out their stuff. You have Silverblade Short Sword. Oh, that's just this deck. I have also heard good things about, I think it's Crown of the Burger King, which just sounds like a hilarious name for a ROM. But I also haven't played that one yet, so. TMGC is the only one I finished. I've only finished it once, but I really enjoyed that first playthrough, and I want to go through it again. Now fully understanding more of the game, because my first run was really poorly optimized, if we're being honest. Let you attack with your boyfriend. And then, do I want to give Lucia or Bastion more experience? I'm more likely to use Bastion, but I'm fine with either. Neither's particularly great at this stage in the game, but they're fun characters. Oh, there is also Thaves Overwritten, which I played on stream, which I should probably mention. Highly enjoyed that one. Looking forward to seeing what goes on with it in the future. And there's a couple that I've got saved that I don't fully remember the names of. I've got Radiant Dawn Plus ready to go for a future stream once we finish this game. And I am so excited to get into that because I've been playing bits and pieces of it. And man, is it fun. That's not good. That was a lot more than I was expecting. I don't think the second one can hit her there, but I'm very scared this turn all of a sudden. That's right, she doesn't have the full guard. Tanith does. I'm so used to my Jill wearing the full guard. That's nice, yeah. Like I said, the most competent green units. Didn't say they were good green units. Ooh, crit. Yeah, I love Shove. I just love any movement tool added to people. I'm a sucker for anything that can give me some kind of fun advantages. Let me just kind of move my units more, essentially. Alright, so priority 1 is taking out that archer. Let's go ahead and set to work on that. You have Bolganone and a silver axe, so 13, no crit chance, I'm fine with that. I think it's very much on a game-to-game basis for me. Like, Three Houses is one of my favorites. I adore Awakening, and Fates and Engage I enjoy the gameplay of. But I feel like, for me, it tends to be the more I enjoy the gameplay of a game, the less I enjoy the story for it, Fire Emblem with modern ones, which is sad, because I really love this franchise. But, I think it's very much a polarizing thing, which is sad to say. 1934. Don't miss. And don't miss again. Damn. Alright. Not too worried here. Tanith, you can fly up. Oh, I put her right on the edge. That's on me. Staff. Pop her back to full. Just start moving you guys up. No, I could see an argument for that. A lot of modern games do have very different priorities from the older Fire Emblem games, so I could see feeling like some of the soul has left them. There we go. Yeah, I think Three Houses... The thing about Three Houses, I think it's a very good game. I don't know if I'd say it's a great or good example for Fire Emblem. Definitely not one of the ones I'd recommend for someone for their first Fire Emblems, especially. You have a Killer Lance, so we will engage you from a distance. Just because of how wildly different it is from the entire rest of the franchise. We'll just shuffle you up here first. That's fair. There does tend to be at least one gimmick that I'm not a big fan of in each of the modern Fire Emblem games. Fates kind of started it with Dragon Veins. Because I think Dragon Veins might be the least appealing design for me, just because of they made some weird choices for maps. But I do appreciate them experimenting a lot. Start running you up. Kieran might be in danger here. I honestly was hoping he would dodge something. That longsword might take him out. Oh yeah, Lucia has parity in this game, which will never come up. That's interesting, because I think a lot of the modern fight animations are fine. It's just that the camera is their main enemy, because they're way too fast for the camera to keep track of. Alright, now dodge. Oh, it was only 8. You're fine. And you're about to gain it all back. Way to go, Makalov. I hate that this game is making me appreciate Makalov's contributions. Yeah, they could definitely do with more variations in attack animations. You do kind of get bored of seeing the same cycles if you're using the same character with the same weapon a lot. Yeah, that is the biggest thing I miss. I miss proficiency people's proficiency weapons having their own custom animations. That was the coolest thing about the GBA ones. Oh yeah, I adore the animations in this game, even if they can be a lot at times. Right, so that was, yeah, these guys coming in. Which can be easily dealt with. That is something I do appreciate in modern Fire Emblem games. They're much better at the camera showing you what shows up. Sprites in GBA games were next level. I don't know what Intelligent Systems was cooking on the Game Boy Advance, but man, I'm sad that they didn't keep going with that angle. I did see that. I'm so excited for that. I'm just excited for more people to get to experience this game. Yeah. If need be, we can finish him up. Never mind. Yeah, it was dropped in the announcement today for the Switch 2. It was real cool to see live. Let's do poking with the lance. Just take that archer off the board entirely. Yeah, Swordmaster's animations for GBA were really nice. I like the kind of quick, snappy ones Radiant Dawn gave them, but I miss a little bit of the flair. Yeah, we only really have swords on you, so... Yeah, I'm so excited for people to get to see more of these games, because, man, I love Telly's aesthetic. I love a lot of the characters so much. Oh yeah, that's right. You also came in this turn. Can you get there this turn? No. We'll visit just in case. Savior could be neat. I don't have anyone I particularly care to put it on yet, but maybe if I bring Largo along. Or as I called him as a kid, Larjo. Allegedly, if you're looking for a good way to play Path of Radiance on the computer, there could be a system called Dolphin that could help you with that, but I could also put it on Turonio, but I don't know if he has the capacity with it with Resolve on there. You're in good company. This is my favorite Fire Emblem. Count Bastion of Felleray. Yeah, we got a little bit of a later start today, so we're going to be running later. Probably should have put something on TikTok for that, but I'm really bad at remembering to actually post. I think I have 3 posts to my name currently. You could take him out, or him, but I'd rather hold on to the bolting for the dragon map. Or endgame, if I'm bringing him in endgame for just that. Are Ballista just super accurate in this game and I forgot? Jesus! Alright, boy, take him out. Yes, I am so excited for Switch 2 Nintendo Online access. May be just my favorite thing to come out of that. By sheer virtue of it's dropping this and the 2 Colosseum games. We're getting Gale of Darkness and Colosseum. It's so good. Yeah, Kieran has not had a good time this map. He has taken, I think, 4 Ballista at this point. There's some games that I think could be neat. I'm a sucker for Bloodborne, but with the name filed off. What else was there? Kirby Air Riders could be neat. I remember enjoying the original. Yeah, that's the downside. Definitely gonna have to save up for the Switch 2. It will not be a release day purchase for me unless I get something real weird happen soon. I just put Jill in it again. God damn. We can. I remember seeing the release date, but I do not remember what it actually is. Am I using them as cannon fodder? Yes. Give Bastion this one. Oh, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, June 5th is the release date. Thank you, Stinky Cat. Am I a child? Maybe. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta laugh at things. I mostly use them as cannon fodder, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, have a good day to you too. I very much will use them to draw in ballistas or particularly dangerous enemies, so I fully understand not using them because most of the time I don't think they're super worth using unless you're on one of the higher difficulties and making use of the fact that the Falcon Knight gets hard mode bonuses and maniac mode bonuses. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Very kind. So she can soften up a lot of really dangerous enemies really well. Oh, thanks for stopping in. Those guys are all up. Any chance Ike can take you up this turn? If I shove him with Boyd, he can. God, I love movement tools! We'll just go for the Iron Blade, 92%. And then we will start shifting you down this way. That's right, you can't do it from the side. Thanks for stopping in. Start moving you over. And Lucia can... my favorite unit in this game, I like using Nephany the most, but Jill is my favorite character in the franchise. I think her character growth is fantastic. Yeesh. Alright, we got them moving up. That's nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, he also shows up. I forgot about that. Well, rip the Pegasus Knights. I don't know if he moves this turn. Yeah, I especially like it that Jill, I think she's like 14 or 15 in this game. You get to see what indoctrination looks like from her perspective and like, oh no, everything I've been told my life was just a lie. I need to be better about that. Good news if you're interested in the Switch 2, because this is going to be on that. It's going to be on their virtual console for that, which I am very excited for. I think that's like 13 or 14. Yeah, 12 for him. Reese the Beast. Ooh, capped res. He won't need it for Radiant Dawn because he caps res so easily, but the cap skill will be nice. I think I will just take this guy out at this point. It'll put Tanith in a bit of danger, but I'm also going to be having the Knights charge forward this turn, so shouldn't be too bad. She can't quite reach. I forgot to heal you. Yeah, that is always a worry with any release at this point, is the scalpers who just show up and decide they should get to have everything and no one else should. I hate it. Don't the hatchet. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Very kind. Then the numbers at this point. Any chance? Nah, you don't double the boss. Yeah, the Pokemon booster packs are just impossible to get at this point. Every time me and my partner go to a store, we'll like poke around the aisle because we like looking at the art. We like picking them up every now and then. Every time we have gone, they've been picked clean for like months now. Hike around the bushes. Move you guys up. Oh, they might actually be out of the range. Yeah, I think they're out of... Nope, just in his range. Well, in light of the good news, if you're interested in the Switch 2 and the GameCube Virtual Console, it's going to be on that, so maybe a good way to play it if you haven't gotten the chance to. Oh yeah, you have a skill. I forget about that. Mildly spooky, but I'm not too concerned. Oh, you have parity, so you just negate other people's skills. That's fine. Amend you. Oh, thank you for the follow. Any chance? 35% chance that she just drops him. Not quite. So we'll follow that up with you. taking out one of these archers if you can. Not quite, unfortunately. We'll just take out their healer then. Uh, 10, 20, 70% change. Similar vibes, yeah. Final Fantasy Tactics, another one of my personal favorite games. I just need to be able to do 14 to him. It's a fantastic game. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, Maklov, just don't miss. Beautiful. HP, strength, defense, kind of all he needs. Maybe a little bit more speed would be nice, but he is on track to be quite good. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics, more often than not, I will flat out say is my favorite game of all time. I haven't played it in a hot minute, so that's the only thing maybe holding it back for me for right now. I could play it on stream one time, or soonish. It'd be fun. We will heal up Jill just because we've got 2 archers down there. Kieran should be able to drop 1, but I don't want her taking 2 just in case he misses. Alright, he can't miss. Beautiful. I'm using Maklov mostly out of spite for myself for this run, so I understand that. He's usually pretty similar to like your Oscar, your Kieran. All the Cavaliers kind of have like the same base level of competency throughout the run. It's just a matter of he's the 3rd one to come. Yeah, he's the last Cavalier until Joffrey. Wow. So usually you have Kieran and Oscar who are just better than him by this point. And they all end up around the same point, so there's not a whole lot of reason to use them. Move you up. Move you up. Oh yeah, I can't move them, right? Yeah, I can't do the ally command from Ike after I end his turn. Whoops. That's fine. This is also my favorite in the series, so I feel you on that. He'll hit Jill. This is going to hurt if it hits. Okay. Thank you for the follow. And they're going for Tanith, which means Kieran should be fine this turn. Man, I love Tanith. She's such a beast. Yeah, swords in this game just aren't as good because they don't have the 1 to 2 range option. Next game, it's not as bad because he starts number 1 as a paladin, so he's already tier 3, and number 2, they get the wind edges. But the only 1 to 2 range swords in this game are magic-based weapons, which he is real bad with. You guys down. Start some heals. Oh, I forgot to let the Pegasi move again, but that's fine. The Berserkers to deal with that problem for me. Who do I want to give some experience to? We'll let Tanith deal this one. Get her more lance ranks. So yeah, Maklov's starting point in this game, easily worse than the other 2 because he is sword locked. Comes in later and just ends up around the same point. So unless you've got, like I did, a really bad Oscar who had some unfortunate level ups early on, or a Kieran that's kind of middling to bad, you usually aren't going to put the effort into Maklov. Or you're doing what I'm doing, and using Maklov out of spite because he's my least favorite character in the game, and the only character in this game I actively dislike. I shouldn't say that. I also actively dislike Xenon, but Xenon, there's a valid reason for it. Makalov I just find annoying. I can swing you guys down here. You guys can deal with these berserkers. All hail the four-way dance. Up. Mend. We'll get you a new staff next map. Because I think next map leads into the Black Knight fight. I will defend Braum to my death. He is the worst knight in this game, absolutely. But also, knights in general aren't great in this game, so even in that case, he's just unfortunate class. Unfortunate game combo. We will... Just gonna pick off who we can this turn, I think. And X, Venom X. Braum loses points for me for what he does with the Meg and Z-Arc situation in the next game, but on the whole, I find him, like, mostly just kind of fine. He's just a dad. And he talks him. I think anyone else can make... Yeah. We can maybe rescue one of these Pegasus Knights? Nah. Let's just end the turn. Not like these guys are particularly worth a ton of experience, so we'll just go for the extra bonus experience. Oh no, that's right. Next map's the Rocks. Some of the best dialogue in Fire Emblem history. Yeah, I love the Ike and Black Knight dynamic in this game, and it gets so good in Radiant Dawn. Oh yeah, all of the themes are so good in this game, but I love this one. It holds a special place in my heart. Alright, now here's the real thing. Some people say there's a love triangle between Alencia, Joffrey, and Ike. Nah, this is the real love triangle. Alencia Lucia versus Alencia Joffrey. You can't change my mind on this one. And here we get Ike versus Mr. Broken Game Coates. You can't hurt me. I love the Black Knight, but I do think needing a special weapon to beat him is still goofy. And I hate the fact that it's also on Ashnard. That's something I am glad Fire Emblem moved away from very much so, where enemies can only be beaten by certain weapons. I think that's just this game, because I know in Radiant Dawn, he gets rid of his special powers. Black Knights, I think it's neat. I do think it would add a little bit more strategy into the game if you didn't have to use Ragnall, because Ragnall is just the objectively best weapon in the game. Already. I feel like most people would have used it anyway. I despise the fact that Ashnard, of all people, has so many cool boss conversations. Like, he has one with Jill, he has one with Alencia. You'll never get to see them, though, because if you see them, that means that unit has died. Because they can't hurt him, and he will just drop them. And more often than not, with that fight, if you're not on... what I think normal is the only difficulty he doesn't move on. Oh yeah, I love this game. This is my favorite Fire Emblem. Listen, if I wasn't planning on using Jill for Radiant Dawn, I might. And I think Alencia's a game over condition if I actually let her die on that map. So unfortunately, I can't sacrifice her for the lore. Unless I wanted to do that map twice. Maybe. We'll see. I do love the conversations for that, though. Maybe we'll do a poll, see how people feel. Just throw everyone who has a boss conversation with Ashnard at him. Because it's a surprising amount. I'm torn because I like a lot of Radiant Dawn's like combat changes, but they're out of combat changes. Yeah, support's being swapped out for their bond conversations or whatever they were called, where it's just two generic sentences back and forth is awful. The Radiant Dawn cast deserved better. The Dawn Brigade deserved so much better. Yeah, the route splits were neat, but bouncing back and forth constantly was not. Yeah, this game's soundtrack's so good. Oh hey, Lots, a character who will not matter again ever. Yeah, I wish Act 1 was Dayan, Act 2 was Crimea, Act 3, if they really wanted to do the 2, was just you do half of it as Ike's Mercenaries, the other half as the Dawn Brigade, and you just didn't have to keep switching back and forth. Like, I want to say it's every other chapter towards the end of it. One is the Dawn Brigade, one is the Grail Mercenaries. I feel like getting... because you still get the story for the other one either way, making it just more consistent changes of, like, you switch once, and that's it. And then Act 4 needs a little bit more time in the oven, in my opinion. I like the end game for it a lot, but the, 6 maps leading up to it are kind of eh. Because you get Micaiah 1, which just introduces you to the Servants of Ashera. The Ike Defend Camp map, which is just, hey, do you want to build up weapon ranks for Ike? Yeah. That's a good one. I actually really like Alencia's theme. That one might be my favorite from this. The more I hear it, the more I enjoy it. And then Alencia Tibarn 1 is fighting the bishop who was really into Zelgius, which I think is a neat one for actually ending him. Yeah, I do like that battle theme a lot. And then there's the desert where you get Stefan, which... weird how many desert maps are really in Radiant Dawn. The soundtrack for this game is so good. I actually think I like this one probably a little bit more than the Radiant Dawn soundtrack, but I think both are fantastic. Sacred Stones has a good one. In terms of favorite soundtrack, I'd be hard-pressed. This one's definitely a contender. Three Houses is a really good soundtrack for me. Awakening, I like select tracks. Same with Fates. Seven's soundtrack is solid. Yeah, I'd probably give it to this one. Yeah, every time Black Knight and Ashnard are on the screen together, it's just who has the more menacing energy. And in my opinion, Ashnard actually might have the Black Knight beat in terms of menace. Dude is just a problem. True. We gotta give Bryce his due. If I'm right, this is telling me about the rocks. Yeah. A lot of people don't like this map. And I fully understand why, because this map is not well designed and the rocks random paths is really dumb. Or, not random paths, but seemingly random paths is really dumb. But the idea behind this map is so funny that I don't care. Dayan's solution for dealing with anyone: throw rocks at them. It's true in this game, it's true in Radiant Dawn. Bastion be like, oh yeah, by the way, Ike, if you weren't a nice guy, I was gonna murder you. Yeah. Listen, I ain't knocking it. I know how effective it is from the Radiant Dawn map. I abuse those rocks every time. There he is, Larjo! Probably gonna call him that for the rest of the playthrough. No, I won't apologize. The man I was so excited to use in Radiant Dawn, because I was so excited to see what they give us for a Tier 3 Berserker. If you can't tell by the pain in my voice, he's the only non-returning character in the game. He gets to be part of the story, but he's not a playable unit. Another banger theme. Ike looking around him and realizing, man, I am surrounded by morons, huh? Yay, we get the Makalov Astrid B support. I feel bad for doing this for Astrid, but the writers did it first, so. Jiharim would be an interesting character. I'm sad we don't get more on him and Har, because I like their whole backstory of switching from Bagneon to Dayan specifically because of how corrupt the Senate is, and then just essentially getting beaten down by Dayan constantly after that. But still being nice to the people. I'm a sucker for a knight with a moral code being... He's the Camus, which I still hate the fact that it's pronounced that way and not Camus. For this game for me, and he's also my personal pick for a boss who should get his own theme, because Don't Speak Her Name got it. Give Shiharim one. Can't get Tanith yet. I can do Reese for that. Oh yeah, he has a so. I always forget about his Volk support. His Volk support's real neat. We can see the C support for it at least. think I'm good for now for secondary support, just because I don't have a ton of people that I want brought up. Who do I feel like could use some more experience? Your speed cap, so I can actually swap the Night Warp to someone else. Maybe get up some of these people's speed stats. Mostly probably Kieran, because he's I think my weakest paladin by a bit currently. We'll give Soren a little bit. Round it perfect. That's exactly what I wanted from you, speed. Give you a little bit more. Get you to level 8, I believe. Yeah. Strength? Strength and magic, that's fine. We'll get you to 10. Now, she's a speed demon, but her strength's fine for now. So I'm not too worried. I am long overdue for an Nephany that's not a monster. We'll get Ike some experience, see if the resistance bless is still a thing. Yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna have to use my... Oh no, that's right, I didn't... Vantage Wrath on her is beautiful though, yeah. That is my favorite strat for her, when I'm not doing Wrath Resolve shenanigans. But those are going to Ike this playthrough. The resistance continues. For anyone wondering why I'm pumping this all into Ike, it's because he's going to have to fight a very dangerous enemy soon. Good lord, this Ike is a problem, though. 27 speed, 20 resistance. He is a mage ender. Yeah, I had some real good level ups from that. I'm very thankful. Reese, you needed a new mend. Nope, shop. You don't really need that. Ooh, double S rank Radiant run. That sounds fun. I don't know. He started with a resistance blessing early on, and it's just kept going. I would regret trading Mist. Unfortunately, I got her killed early on, so she's not actually in the army. So I can't regret what's not there. That's the logic I'm going with. Yeah, I unfortunately had Mist and Mia perish on her join map. So we're going Wrath Resolve Ike, because I'm not sure I can beat the Black Knight without it. Yeah, this might be the first Ike I've ever had that's going to get to transfer over resistance, because I think he's only one away from me being able to use one resistance. The talisman that I have set up from capping his resistance, which is something I have never seen. Yeah, I've played this game a lot, so I wanted to do a little bit of an extra challenge for the stream, so I made it an Iron Man, so anyone who perished was going to stay dead. And I immediately regretted that on the one map I've had one of the two maps I've had people die so far. Which has been Mia and Mist on Mist Join chapter, and then Patrine took out Mordecai on Ranulph's Join chapter of the bridge, and I didn't want to redo that to do it all again. Oh yeah, we also got Joffrey. Joffrey's good. He's generically good. Yeah, Mist will be a thing in Radiant Dawn, because I'm doing a Radiant Dawn mod called Radiant Dawn Plus, where not only will she get very good, because, you know, she's just a better class in that one, but magic weapons got reintroduced in Radiant Dawn Plus, so her sword actually goes off of her magic stat, which is so good. honestly valid for killing Makalov every time. We hate Makalov in this household. He is here for me to suffer through. Oh yeah, I can do another forge this map. Probably not you. I got it, I think, off of... Was it Game Banana or another site? It is... Give me 2 seconds, I can pull it up. Yep, from the Game Banana page. Hell yeah. Nobody likes Makalov. Oh, they give the follows, by the way. Very kind of y'all. I think we'll bring Bastion along just because I like him. We'll have him kitted out, because I don't think he'll be available on this map, but Clash he will be. Listen, if we're here for Makalov Slender, you're going to get plenty of it in Radiant Dawn where he's actually a bad unit. Low level, middling stats. I get to give all my hate to him. You can have this secondary Lagoose Guard, I guess, for now. And yes, I will be pouring a bunch of resources into Kieran for that, because I like Gold Knight Kieran in that. Oh, I still never forged. I'll have to go back for that. Ike, there's an ambush. Too much time wasted to go right through them. So what do? We move forward. Grummel. Yeah, Ike telling you to go through someone, I'd be like, yeah, understood. You got this. This is actually Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, but I am a big fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. No, Lucia, you're not joining us. I would like to deploy Largo, but he's actually not that good. He's usually pretty competent on this map, just because a lot of the enemies you're fighting are like lances, axes, and Lagoose, something he can just sit there and tank. But we have a Void for that. I do mean Largo, you're right. Forgive me for getting his name wrong. We got Flyers, who can avoid most of the worst of the rocks. Oh, that's right, I think the mounted units are also at a movement speed penalty on this map. Oh yeah, I adore this game so much. You have a healing staff, you have 2 healing staffs, and you have the backup staff. So we are good there. Everyone's got a loot. We're gonna need more vulneraries. So, Reese. You don't have one. You do have one. You can have Rolf's. Rolf's not coming back. Understandable, really. This game is so good. You can have one of Larjo's. If I remember right, all the rocks do 10 damage, so 1 charge of a vulnerary is 1 rock. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for them to come to the Virtual Console and more people get to play them. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, new copies are unfortunately criminally expensive for this game. We should send Ike over this way. I think he's going to take a rock this... Yeah. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of good ways to avoid rocks on this first turn. Let's see. Yeah, their movement speed is just awful on this map. Yeah, getting a replacement copy is so expensive for these games. It's insane, honestly. It's why I'm thankful that they are finally putting at least Path of Radiance on the Virtual Console. There's something at least. Oh, that sucks. I never got to play the last story, but I heard a lot of good things about it. Yeah, the Switch 2 Virtual Console is going to have a GameCube emulator. Path of Radiance is on there. Coliseum and XD are both on there. It's real nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that's 10, I think. It should have been fine. Yeah. Honestly, probably the highlight of the Direct for me was seeing that, just because I love this game and I want as many Fire Emblem fans as possible to play it, and as many people who are interested in Fire Emblem as possible to play it. How hard it is to find for a lot of people. They want to play it legally, which Nintendo did not make easy. That might hit Ike. I honestly am terrible at remembering how these actually go. Oh no, he just hit his own guys for no reason. That one's gonna hit Ike. Yeah, I'm surprised that with the success of the other Virtual Consoles, it took until now to get it on, or the GameCube Virtual Console going. You'd figure that'd be one they'd want going real quick. How dare. Also, they don't have Sacred Stones on the Game Boy Advanced one yet, which seems wild to me. They only have 7. Queen. Beautiful. No notes. Oh, I think she's S rank? Maybe A rank lances. That's gonna hurt. Okay, he can tank one more. Alright, so let's see. No, this is the path of the boss. So we should be perfectly safe. We just mend him. Yeah, we love the country girl here. Naphany is a personal favorite of mine. I find her very fun to use in every playthrough. Yep. Throw a javelin. She gets a lot of favoritism from me, especially because I usually give her the Night Ward for most of her level ups. So she will more often than not just cap speed. It's beautiful. I also love the Soldier Lancer class line, and I'm so glad we finally got one. Oh yeah, we have some Astrid love, with the mild caveat of having a Maklov support. I'm sorry. Yeah, Astrid is a monster. Paragon is such a good skill. Nothing like giving a trainee unit a skill that makes them grow even faster. Yeah, we're going for the cannon route, sadly. Yeah, Rolf is usually pretty strong. Mine, unfortunately, just would not level up his strength for reasons I don't understand. Mine, I think, wound up with like a strength mine usually caps strength before I promote him to sniper, and on this one I think he's at like 16 maybe. He was just struggling. Yeah, my Rolf and my Oscar both were real bad. Because I was hoping to use both of them. I was hoping to show off the Brothers Triangle attack, but they decided nah. But I can't complain too much. We've had some phenomenal units, and Ike himself has the funniest build because he is Res Blessed Ike. He is. I want to 3 points away from capping his resistance. Yeah, that's usually my experience with them too, is Rolf is usually the one who levels up best for me, just because he's the one I want to use the least, because I don't like archers that much. My Oscar is usually at least competitive with my other Cavaliers, but this run, he was just awful. Like, he had a 7-level lead on Nefni at one point, and their stats were almost equal outside of health. Yeah, my Oscar, bulky, but not anything else. He was not fast, he was not strong, and he could not do much damage. Yeah, Boyd is the definition of, maybe not a glass cannon, but he's not far from it. Man's got very low defenses, just has a lot of health. That's beautiful. I love seeing people make Laura exceptionally good, and he attacked the Pegasus Knight with the full guard when he had a bow. I'm sad at how hard it is to actually bring Laura into the late game and end game, because, man, healer level ups and how slow her experience grows is brutal. Move here. Yeah, that's safe. Heal you. And then give him a second turn. Is that in range? It would have been. Oof, that would have been bad. Good thing I checked that one. When you have... Yeah, you have so many options that it's so hard to justify bringing a healer. Because I brought Mist in once and Alincia in once, and they just... When you have a well-trained... God, why am I drawing blank? Micaiah. Sorry, I forgot her name for a second there. I feel so bad for that. When you have a well-trained Micaiah who can use, like, the fortifies and your... I think you get the Goddess Staff at some point in that. But that might be secondary character specific. I don't fully remember because I don't... a lot of my units by that time have their passive healing skills. Like Soul, Aether... I'll throw Renewal on some people. And the one that heals based on magic. It's just really hard to justify bringing a second healer in my eyes, sadly. I hate the fact that Fiona is so screwed by part 1. Because you get her... And then immediately I think you can't use... Or you can use her on the next map. Because it's the prison break. But she has the movement penalty. And she's, unfortunately, not very good on that map. From what I remember, it's... I think a lot of units either double her, or she struggles to double. And then the next map is the swamp map. You can't use her on that one. And then it's endgame. So you get her for 3 maps, and she's not really usable on 2 of them. Which sucks, because in my opinion, she's the coolest build of all of the Cavaliers you can get in that game. Because if you do put in the work for her and get level her up, she can do so much work with the skill that heals off of magic. She can just tank anything in the game. It's beautiful. Oh, they give it the follow, by the way. I'm curious to see how Radiant Dawn Plus handles her, because I think I just finished the map with her the last time I played. So I'm excited to see what she can do with the Flame Lance in her hands. Yep, it is a mod that is kind of a general overhaul. It is a difficulty mod, so it makes bosses significantly more threatening. It rebalances a lot of the early game. There are also a lot more reinforcements in that, as a heads up. Dear Lord, part 1 of the Fiona map, I had to redo like 6 times to avoid anyone dying. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, there's only one real difficulty it's balanced for, which is the middle difficulty, which I think in Radiant Dawn is called normal, but it's more akin to hard mode in most Fire Emblem games. Because they switched it from the way they've always done it to easy, normal, hard in that one, for reasons nobody understands. But there are, I think, like 3 waves of Pegasus Knights, and on one of them I think is a Seraph Knight, which was crazy that early. Ooh, Captain Magic, nice. What was it? Leonardo got to work out that one. Jill got her workout on that one. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys it, because I'm going to be taking it incredibly slowly, because everything in that in that mod scares me. It also has, I think, an easy mode with the difficulty untouched, with just a bunch of the changes added in, for people who aren't interested in the difficulty mode, where it essentially is just a playthrough of vanilla, easy mode Radiant Dawn. Alright, Marcia, I see you were a little salty for being on the bench for a bit. Yeah, we'll give Jill this one if she can. Listen, no judgment for me. When I'm playing Fire Emblem games for fun, I will play on easy mode just because sometimes I like to not have to think about, man, can my unit tank these 14 million hits? Let's do Sonic Sword here. Like, I play through... Anytime I replay Conquest, I play on the easy difficulty. I will more often also play on casual difficulty, because, man, Conquest is brutal. I was kind of hoping she would one-round him. But, you know, doing 40 of his health in one go is pretty good. Thank you for dodging. I also think a problem I have with a lot of modern Fire Emblem games is instead of making the maps more challenging on higher difficulties, they just give enemies a bunch of broken nonsense. That's fair. Yeah. There is no game that has a wilder difficulty shift, by the way, than Awakening going from like a normal mode playthrough to a hard or, God forbid, anything above hard mode. I don't know who hurt the Awakening design team for the higher difficulties, but maybe pull back a little bit from that, because that was nuts. Yeah, I want a unique challenge for it, where, like, sure, you can make the bosses really wild and strong, which I think Radiant Dawn Plus had a good thing going for it. They made the bosses stronger, but in addition, they also made the enemies more... They made more enemies, but also they lowered the difficulty of certain enemies, so, like, you'll be fighting a Wyvern Knight early on, but it's a Wyvern Knight who has like a bronze axe, so you can get a good feel for how strong they are. Instead of Awakening difficulty, where it's just, hey, everything has Soul Plus and Luna Plus. You. Oh, that sucks. I've beaten Awakening on the hardest difficulty exactly once, and I had to use so many online guides for it that I don't know if I'd fully consider it me beating it. More just, yeah, I kind of beat it with help. Oh, shit, I forgot about that sniper. That could be bad. Let's take out people who can deal damage, then. Oh, that sucks. You know, fair. Awakening's real fun. Ike's resistance is at 20 currently, I believe. Yeah, that's a hard one. Sacred Stones versus Soul Silver is a good trade. You know, reasonable. Yeah, Ike's... Yeah, resistance 20, defense 19. I forgot how absolutely brutal moving Cavaliers on this map is, or I would not have brought 3 of them. Karma is a harsh mistress. I think I'm actually fine leaving them like this so they can regain some health. He is unfortunately competent. He's pretty similar to Oscar and Kieran in terms of actual usability. I'm using it to punish myself, essentially. Because I hate Makalov, so I figured a fun thing would be, hey, what if we made me use a unit I hate? This side. You go here. You just shove him out of the way because I don't want him taking a rock. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh, trust me, it's tempting. Every time I look at Makalov, I'm like, could just kill him. Could run him into Ashnard on the final map. Who knows? Oh yeah, you have the Purg. Which I might actually want, because I am using... Shit. Oof, no more Dancer. I forgot about the Ballista entirely. So this is proof that even if you're bad at the game, you can still win. I'm so used to using someone to just tank the first 5 shots of the Ballista that I forgot about it. I'm fine with sticking with the consequences, but if the chat really wants racing around, I won't be opposed to a restart. Because this map's not too long, even if you're taking it slow. Pike some healing from his boyfriend. Oh yeah, you can't check the stats for it. Oh, I ship Ike Soren, and I lean more towards the Lucia Alencia, so. Oh no! Would you look at that? My emulation, or my totally legit GameCube crashed. Unfortunate, we lost the progress on that map, which means I can also go back and forge because I forgot to do that. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh no! The race an exception. Well, when this goes up on YouTube, I know what I'm calling it. Alright, so I think I'm going to do something dumb and forge an item for someone who's only going to be here for a short period of time. And we're going to call this gambling. Quags, there's a good one to have a rule for that for. If anyone deserves to be protected, it's Quagsire. So, in exchange for the race and exception, I'm gonna rethink my team a little bit for this one, and we're gonna bring maybe some less than our usual amount of Cavaliers. Spawn's honestly still good enough to bring on this map. Oh yeah, Quagsire, amazing. Clodsire, also fantastic. Do I have another healer I can bring? I don't... Oh, I have Ileana still. I personally prefer Clodsire, but I do not judge anyone who prefers either one, because both are fantastic. Do some swapping around. Yeah. Both Pooper and Whooper, fantastic. Both evolutions, fantastic. Take this opportunity to do some shuffling of strategy as well. Oh, you have movement penalty too. Alright, so let's go ahead and just put all of the archers up for range. Oh, that's adorable. I love... Man, I just love Quagsire and Clodsire. So yeah, let's, you know this unit we got halfway through the game? The Dirty Hobo Man. What if we was still very competitively viable today? We'll put you right on the edge, though. This is a rock ballista, right? Yeah. Incredible. Lance. Put you here. Move you up. Set you on this one. Yeah, I miss being able to name your forges. It's such a fun minor feature that I'm sad they didn't bring back. Because it's not like they don't have the profanity filter for the names still. Didn't get the good luck with the random stat roll. I was hoping you could one-shot him this time. But we can at least send him up the mountain. Those are good picks. If the time comes where I have to make that choice, we will see. but I also baby Soren extremely in this. We're going to ignore the fact that I left him open to a cat attack there, because that was the only attack he would have taken. It was calculated. I think he also has the fire tome, so this cat was less likely to attack him. Honestly, if I was a cat, I wouldn't want smoke with Soren either. We've seen what he does to, or seen how he talks to cat lagoos. Oh yeah, Soren next game will be an absolute demon, by the way. Soren gets considerably better about it, and he learns to move past it next game. I'm so used to having Aether Ike that I'm like, oh yeah, I can just send Ike up to heal him. No, you can't. Oh yeah, in Path of Radiance, he sadly does not get better, which mark against him, but also Shinon doesn't get better, and we keep him around for some reason. Listen, we could have left Shinon in the past. They just didn't need to bring him back for, Radiant Dawn. I would have been fine with it. Yeah, I think Shinon being worse than Maglav is a fair take. I mostly don't like Maglav for the fact that he actively ruins Astrid's character growth. Hate that. Oh man, Astrid's growth from Game 1 to Game 2 must be so good. Nope, she just becomes a Maglav fanboy. You know, maybe I'll deploy Shinon on Clash. Just for something funny. Since he's not getting any transfer bonuses in this game anyway, so... You are just not okay. Stefan coming in untouched and still can body enemies this late into the game. Ronio, you should be alright. Yeah, you take 4 damage. And what's wild is, he's even better next game for some reason. When he comes in as a tier 3 with unbelievably good stats. And kind of better weapon availability because it's, you know, Radiant Dawn swords. Yeah, these Pharaoh ones are actually decently strong, so I'm not surprised he took heavy damage. I'm surprised he couldn't deal more back. We'll just bap him. Skill and resistance is fine. Boy, do you want to get some strength though? Give me them heavy hits. And we get the adept. Beautiful. Move you so that they don't target you and the healer. Oh, I love Heather in Radiant Dawn. Hold on. Oop. I could just have Ike tank these. I often don't bring her to endgame, unfortunately, just because I like a lot of the characters, and I usually don't wind up bringing Nephany into endgame anymore. Oh yeah, valid punishment for the racing exception. But I brought her into endgame once, and having 2 people with Bane is a thing of beauty in endgame. Oh look, this dragon has like 80 health. But what if I just sent this one rogue after them? Or they're whispers by then, but still. Rude. Pop you back up. Heal you here. And then we heal Ileana with Racing. Or Reese. Reese. A lot of R names. It really is. There are times when I will just send her off on her own because I'm like, worst case scenario, she doesn't proc Bane and she just dodges their attack. Rice. Yeah, gonna be honest, I could be pronouncing his name entirely wrong. I will never know. Pull out the hand axe. And then just take you out. Perfect. Oh yeah, we love Tellius for their queer representation. Yeah, you're an elf thunder, I'm not too concerned. I mean, to be fair, I also pronounced Largo as Largo for a while, so my pronunciation should not be taken as gospel. So fun fact, they did briefly. There was a Fire Emblem animated series for the first game, and it was real messy. Alright, so pop you up. Tanith has the full guard, so she does not need to worry about snipers. Oh, they give her the follow, by the way. Very kind of y'all. Yeah, Navarre's really good in it. I like Sheeta a lot in it, too. Even though her lines aren't great, I think she's a fun character in it, which makes sense. I just like Sheeta. Oh, yeah. The hard part then would be choosing which one to make into an anime. Because there's a lot of real good options. Personally, I would vote for this one, but I know I am in the minority because I think Awakening would be a lot of people's first picks, and that one would also be pretty good. I don't love that 11% crit. So we'll just hold off for now. Sacred Stones would be a fantastic anime, true. 3 houses I could see them not wanting to do an anime of, specifically just to avoid the house split debate. Full guard. And she dodged. Anyway, nice. Rude. Yeah, I can fully understand this being a least favorite map. This one went down a little bit because we had to do the racing exception on this one, but... Oh, that's interesting. I actually really like 3 houses. It's just the fan base of 3 houses I have some issues with. They're pretty toxic. But I like that Engage brought you back, because I think Engage is a very fun game to play. Very valid. I am so not looking forward to, I think there's the 5 sand maps in Radiant Dawn. I'm going through Engage for, I think, my 3rd time trying to pick up a bunch of the supports that I didn't get on my first playthrough. But yeah, Three Houses fatigue is a very real thing. Yeah, I'm surprised after getting New Game Plus with Three Houses they didn't do one for Engage, because it feels kind of natural for Engage with how much it wants you to put love into specific units. Ooh, I love Seth too. I didn't expect to like him as much throughout the game as I wound up liking. Ooh, we got stunned. Yeah, I think Engage made me want something I fully understand, because it also left me wanting a lot more. Mostly just because I was not a fan of the writing. How do you fare against this guy? Trade kind of evenly. I actually did say that this is coming to Switch 2 in June, and I'm so excited for that. Yeah, I see a lot of people being like, man, they are enjoying the cast of Engage a lot, and I'm excited for them, because none of them really stuck with me. Like, I like some characters, but none of them are like... I usually have one or two characters from each Fire Emblem game, and I'm like, yeah, that's my guy, that's my boy. And Engage didn't really have that for me. Like, I think... I like Fram, I like Tamara. I'm struggling to find another unit or character that was like, yeah, no, I vibe with this character a lot. I remember Pandreo being fun. I don't remember too much about him, honestly. I'll have to read through more of his supports a lot more closely, see if that helps, but that's fair. Tamara's brother I remember liking a lot, but I can't remember his name currently. Ooh, that hurt. Kagetsu I liked a lot for the game. I would not be surprised if the tariffs were responsible for that price tag, but I don't know if it's the sole reason. I think some of it is just genuinely game companies seeing how far they can push it. Yeah, I'm glad people had a lot of characters they liked in Engage, because I just like I like Fire Emblem characters a lot. I think a lot of them are real good. Stop using my Bolt Axe charges. I don't have anyone who can use it, but I like having things at max value. Give that one Soren real quick. Yeah, Engage's hate is absolutely wild. When Engage is essentially the perfect version, in my mind, of what Fates wanted to be. And Fates has much more glaring problems that people kind of sweep under the rug. Yeah. I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with Fates' storyline. Yes, it's simple, but it's simple done pretty competently, which is not a bad thing. The gameplay is fantastic. It doesn't have the character bloat problems that some of the Fire Emblems had. Like, I can genuinely remember most of the cast for it, which is a very high positive for me. Because Fates' cast, there are characters that I forget exist, like Reyna, who I forgot existed until I was replaying Birthright. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot this was a character. Because she kind of isn't. She gets done so dirty by only getting core and supports, which is something I despise. Stop doing, what are they? Avatar-only supports. It's the worst decision you can make. Yeah, it's really annoying. Because it's her, the bald guy from the Wind Tribe, the stoner guy who is a prophet or something from one of the Midland Kingdoms. Also, Fates' world building bothers me extremely because we don't know the name of the world of Fates, by the way. It never gets explained. And that shouldn't bother me as much as it does, but it is, I hate it. I like a lot of what Fates brought to the table. I think their changes to the weapon triangle were very interesting for their time, and I'm glad we kept some of them, even into modern games. But man, the writing quality of that game is something else. It's so bad. It is, in my opinion, the worst written Fire Emblem game. But it's so fun to play. I still go back and be like, man, I kind of want to do a Fates playthrough because the game's real fun. Oh yeah, its OST is very solid across the board. It doesn't have any of my like favorite tracks, but I don't think it has any particularly bad ones either. It had some interesting character designs when they actually gave their characters clothes. Looking at you, Nor. Why do we got Charlotte out here in just a bikini? Why do we got Camilla not wearing... Why do you have none of your mounted units wearing pants in Nor? It bothers me so much. Listen, I'm someone who enjoys a little... I love Camilla. I hate her outfit. Camilla's maybe my favorite character from that game. Her supports with Niles, fantastic. Her supports where she doesn't bring up Corrin, usually really solid. The problem is the weird thing with the siblings, and I hate it. Because as someone who has siblings, gross, no, we hate it. Don't bring it up. I did not realize all three of these would hit Ike and Nefne. That hurts. Also, the returning characters. I thought Laszlo, Odin, and Selena was neat, but didn't need to be there. And then we get to the returning units who were just the kids again. And it was Cordelia as whatever her name was. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Gaius for some reason. Tharia, my least favorite Awakening character. Also came out as my least favorite Fates character, mostly just by virtue of being boring. Because say what you like about Tharia, she was at least a character. Yeah, the male Pegasus Knight, if you did his kid, was just Cordelia. Yeah. I like Laszlo, Odin, and Serena. I think it's a really good trio, and I liked their inclusion. I'm just confused why they felt they needed them. Yeah. I wish that the DLC that explained why they were there was just part of the main game. Just explain... Also, the fact that they don't side with you on all the routes is weird when you've played their DLC. Much as I do rag on Fates, I do think it's still a very fun game. And I like some of its direction a lot. Yeah. I think their characterization in Fates is definitely my favorite characterization for them, because I like Owain, Inigo, and Severa a lot, but I think their Fates versions are better. Birthright has... Maybe a hot take. Birthright has the most boring cast in Fire Emblem for me, too. I don't like most of the Birthright cast, and I say that as someone who liked Obero. Obero was like my day one. I'm like, yeah, this is Nefne Jr. I like Hana. I like Obero. I could not tell you most of the facts about any of them. I will be playing Radiant Dawn specifically a Radiant Dawn mod called Radiant Dawn Plus after this game, when we finish this one up, probably in a couple weeks at this point. Underrated Radiant Dawn unit. I think if you're willing to put the effort into her, Vika can be really good, even though you don't get her for long. Fiona can be fantastic if you're looking for a good someone who can just restore a ton of HP each turn. Braum, I actually think, kind of underrated. I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's unusably bad in that game. Niles and Ego's a good ship. Oh good, we're out of ballista shots. Niles, I think, has no bad supports, so... Oh, they give us the follow, by the way. Also, give us better gay options, because Three Houses didn't have great ones. And the fact that Niles had very few people he could or very few male characters, I think it might have just been Corrin he could S support with, is criminal. Bisexual icon. The fact that Claude wasn't bi bothers me immensely. That I wanted to romance him on my first playthrough. I like Yuri. Oh, thank you for the follows, by the way. Very kind. I like Yuri a lot. He didn't vibe with me as much as like Claude, Dimitri, and Edelgard, but I thought Yuri's fun. I like his base character a lot, and I wish the game did more with him after his DLC. Possible hot take. No one's my pick for the most handsome man in Radiant Dawn. Could I tell you why? No. Do I think it's objectively correct? No. But it works for me. But yeah, that's my tank for Radiant Dawn. That's my guy. Him and Aaron are the tanks of Radiant Dawn for me. I don't think I can safely get her in and out, and I don't know if this sniper can one-shot her. 7-4, even if he crits now. Yeah, I love using Largo specifically just for this map, just because he can tank everything. And I think he can tank like 4 rocks at a time. It's beautiful. Forgive me, I keep using his incorrect name. Largo. Largo will be joining us for Clash, though. I'm 90% sure. Yeah, I really wanted to see a Tier 3 Berserker. I love Berserkers. And Largo was such a fun character. Nice, welcome in. Alright. I think he's the last guy left. Let Stefan gets him in. Yeah, I like that he gets to just be a chill dad in it. I'm not... too heartbroken about him not being a character to play, since he's the only non-returning one. I'm so glad they're releasing it for Switch 2. I think more people should play this game, and I'm excited for more people to get to. Currently, I just stream on TikTok. I'm going to be learning how to stream on YouTube and setting up a Twitch, just in case... because I stream from America, and our government is a joke. Also, we gotta appreciate the best written line in Fire Emblem history. Yep, no problems whatsoever. First try, easy every time. God, that's a handsome man right there. That bird. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Already handsome in this game, and he only gets prettier in Radiant Dawn. Tabar, nothing happened to Rayson. Everything's perfectly fine. Yeah, the Dame were just channeling the Goron side. Oh, they go for the follows. Very kind. Tabar, nothing bad happened to your boyfriend. Everything's perfectly fine. He did not take a ballista bolt to the chest. Another handsome man. King Canagus. There are no ugly Lagoos, by the way. They're all handsome. Another contender for a top theme, though. Love the Lagoos King theme. Three Houses is a contender for my top 3 Fire Emblems. I adore it. I think Engage is very fun to play, even if I'm not a fan of the writing for it. Fates is in a similar boat for me, and I love Awakening a lot. So I'm very much 50-50 split on them in terms of like love and like. Tabarn is appealing to everyone. Engage, in my opinion, way better than Fates. Least favorite Fire Emblem, I'd probably give it to Gaiden. I liked the Echoes remake of it, Shadows of Valentia. I think it's fine, but playing through the game is not fun for me. His sleeves are like that for aesthetic. It's fine. Just like Ike only ever has one shoulder pad. Sometimes it's just to look cool. It's fine. Those who rule. Oh, I have to remember that. That sounds neat. Women get the really nice symmetrical designs. Guys get the one sleeve. That's it. That's what we get. Yeah, I think Awakening is really solid across the board. It's probably my number. It's right up there with Three Houses contending for my 2 to 3 slot. Just constantly. Oh yeah, we love Ike and his boyfriend Soren and his temporary boyfriend Ranulf until Ranulf finds his boyfriend Skrimir. Pretty good. We unfortunately lost Mordecai a few maps back. So we unfortunately don't have our Smite Tiger anymore. I mean, I also wouldn't want to fight Ike and Engage, but Ike scares me so much. I love the fact that for his map, they brought back one of my favorite maps, and he's like, but what if I broke this entire section of it? I like Engage a lot. I think I like the way it did the callback maps more than the Fates DLC ones. Because I liked doing Alincia's Gambit. I still like that map a lot. But I liked fighting against the kind of representations of their squads a lot more. Yeah, I heard he was a problem in Fe. Yeah, I think Awakening did time travel a pretty fun way. I'm very much a fan of time travel where it's like, you don't change your future, but you can make a better future for other people, like when Dragon Ball and Chrono Trigger do it. And I think a lot of the Awakening cast is very memorable. If you're looking for a fun way to play it, by the way, Thabe's Overwritten, very good mod for it. Lets you play as Fila. I married her. She's incredible. I could give more notes, but I feel like that's the important one for me. You know, valid. If I could be Ike, I'd want to be Ike too. Fila, Emeren's definitely just friend. The Pegasus, or sorry, Falcon Knight, who was Emeren's bodyguard. That's fair. I could very much see a lot of people liking Three Houses as their number one. I could be entirely biased, but this is still my number one, so... Three Houses has some minor... I have some minor gripes with, like the limited map variety is something I think weighs down on it very heavily, especially on repeat playthroughs. But Three Houses is so good. And it has Hilda, and we love Hilda and Claude. And you know, most of the golden... I could go gush about most of the Golden Deer if I'm being fully honest. Yeah, I think we have Clash, and then... I never remember what the... I think it might be Fated Encounter? I never remember what the name of the Black Knight fight map actually is, and then I think we get Dragon Tower and... Endgame, so I think we're getting last 2, maybe 3 streams. Yeah, Fear the Deer, by the way. That's my boys. I like a lot of the characters from the other houses, like we have a dog named Ferdinand von Ayers, so I feel like that should tell you who I enjoy a lot from the Black Eagles. And I like almost all of the Blue Lions too. The dude deserves so much better, by the way. Give that boy, just make him happy. This pathetic band is no match for our leadership and skills, says the guys who have 4 castles remaining. Rajeon, we love you. Unfortunate. I always loved how much into the nitty-gritty of the war planning we get into this with this game. I could see that. I could see him having fun with wood carving and whittling. That's fun. That's cute. I like that a lot. Ike giving Soren little wooden ducks sounds very cute. I have been going for about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to wrap up here for the day, though. And I want to thank all y'all for stopping in. Oh. I'll have to grab the name, but there's someone on Twitter who does a lot of Ike Soren fun stuff. Usually I'd like to try and I've been trying to get an extra stream in to get through Dark Deity, but with my schedule for work this week, probably not going to happen this week. So I think my next stream will be next Wednesday. Probably going to be around 12:30, 1 o'clock is when I usually stream. This one was a little later than normal. I will try to grab the name of the Ike Soren person on Twitter, because they do really cute art for them, and it's real fun. EST, by the way. So, 4 hours back from the current time is usually when I start. But I want to thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all to the new people. I'm really excited to see y'all, and hope you enjoy the streams. If you're looking for back content, I do have a YouTube. I think it's still linked to my TikTok, so just in case I think the ban thing's going in effect on like Saturday or something, if it actually goes through this time. But, barring that, I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Hope you have a good day.